All right. So this video is about um, black women uh, wearing other ethnic groups' hairs, mainly wigs. So this young guy right here, of course, I'll leave his info down below. He goes around his city asking black women this specific question, and of course, I'm gonna play the video, and you can see their reactions for yourselves.
They don't.
What do you mean they don't?
Sorry, they don't.
So can't they do afros and twists and braids and
No,
they can
their
do
hair will fall out.
they can do a wig, like an afro wig, right?
They could. Who's stopping them?
Well, yeah, they could.
Do what you please.
So they have the same versatility that you guys do, right?
I think
I wouldn't
to
say
an
all that.
extent.
You said what? What'd you say?
This is a perfect example, well, a perfect group of black women. You got what, two Africans, probably three, and then you got a mixed chick. So you got a super dark, medium, light, in between, whatever. You literally have every single group of black women here, FBA and non-FBA women. So this is it's a perfect group to question.
I would say all that.
Oh!
Why do a lot of black women get mad when white women wear box braids and things like that?
Because it's like a cultural thing.
It's history.
The fork is frying me.
Look, I lost my mic, so I had to do this. It's the best I could do. But you said it's cultural. What do you mean by that?
Because it's like braids aren't just a hairstyle.
So what about when black women wear like the 613 bust down blonde
What do
wigs?
you think about it?
What the?
What do you think?
Well, I'll answer after you answer.
No, I want to know your answer
About which one?
about the 613 blonde braids.
See, this is the thing too. Not all of them, but the average black woman's gonna act like that. Now, granted, these are young, young women, but it don't matter. And the immaturity. That's what I want to say. So it's his patience is like a monk. Cause me, I couldn't do it. I would have sent somebody else out there to interview these females. So, but again, I like how the young man is carrying himself, very professional. Um, he gonna be all right. He gonna be all right. So he not the typical ER that white people love to see, so they can see. I told you they all the same. So I like how he carries himself. He gonna be all right. So, but again, um, I had to find another video. He got plenty of these, but quite a bit of the black females he was running into. Like keep in mind, a lot of them young. Not that it matter. It's like immature. It's like, man, it's like somebody using a toothpick and scraping your earlobe with it. It was just difficult. So again, this young man has patience that I don't. So,
I think it's kind of a double standard.
but you see how the one in the gray, you see how immature she is. 'Cause, well, pretty much all of them like that. But you see how she didn't want to answer the question. She's like, "Oh, what do you think, dude? He asked you a question. Whatever."
That you guys get to wear like the wigs that look like their hair or that's actually their hair and they can't put in a hairstyle. Does that make sense?
It's not just a style, though. It's history.
So
And,
what
like-
what makes it history?
Is blonde hair history? Like, does it have cultural influence? Is it cultural?
Oh, there you go.
Not the color blonde, but straight blonde hair.
Why would straight hair be cultural?
Well, straight blonde hair, like only white women grow that. Who else grows straight blonde hair?
I don't
Um,
see how that's.
Actually, like blonde hair is actually like not that common. A lot of white women dye their hair blonde. Most
Okay. Yeah. That same phone they use to look up BS, they won't take a few minutes to look up facts. And whether you notice or not, they literally have, Europe. It's a little countries, little towns full of nothing but blonde hair, blue-eyed people. Now, of course, um, somebody released a study saying that, you run across a white person that has blue eyes, their incest is somewhere in the family tree. So, but either way, they literally have city, towns full of blonde hair, blue eyed white people. So, of course, don't expect these this type of females to be very educated. They don't care about that. Just putting it out there. All they care about is drama and stuff that don't matter in sex. So just putting it out there. So if you know, you know. But yeah, for you to say it's not common, and of course, the blonde bleaching thing, duh. So you telling me that there's no race of white people that have blonde hair? That's crazy. But again, they don't educate themselves. But they do say they're the most educated. So
People are brunette.
I do actually see a lot of like little kids that have like actually blonde hair. So it's like at least when they were younger they grew it, but black women never grew it at all. And then they decide to put on a blonde wig. How's that fair? But they
I
can't.
mean, it's possible for anyone to get a genetic mutation of blonde hair, but like white women often are brunettes and then dye their hair to be blonde because that's the standard for white people, like blonde, blue eyes, all that.
So you're saying
okay, so you trying to cop out. You're using another group of women as an excuse to why you're wearing blonde wigs and hairstyles that mimic white women. But okay.
it's bad because it's cultural.
Yes, they shouldn't wear them.
Straight hair, like in the past, was never like braids have significance and were used by black people to navigate, to communicate.
Yeah, that's the thing too. I mean, you gotta know your history, right? So it won't repeat itself. But whenever a female bring up slavery over the most simplest topic question, I automatically stop listening to it. So the fact that she's using that, not saying it's not true, but are we in 2026? So what we talking about? And then if you knew anything, braids is a common hairstyle around the world. Back in the day, when they had ships, paddle boats, they was battling people with spears and crossbows. That's very common, especially with the Vikings. So that's not a oh, that's our hairstyle. Nah, 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 nah. That's a hairstyle literally around the world. So I mean, you can do a quick search. You'll find out for yourself. You'll see old black and white photos of women in different tribes, groups, different countries wearing braids. So that's not only a black thing. So, but of course, you know, they don't educate themselves. So
Like, what did straight hair do?
I mean, it didn't do any of that, but I mean, just because black people put leftover food in their hair doesn't really make it too much of a big deal.
But when people wear braids, like when white people wear braids, it's an act of them trying to like hurt black people. Not hurt, but like they're doing it for attention. Black people wear braids for protective styles, for a whole different plethora of reasons that white people just don't have to do that for. It's like they're wearing it just to piss black people off. So it's like why would you do that?
Oh, you think that's why?
Do you think that's why?
I don't. I mean, I think if they want to put in a hairstyle, there shouldn't be anything wrong with that, to be honest.
So if you see she had box braids, you'd be like, yo, what up? What's up?
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be a problem if she wanted to put in box
She
braids.
got boho knotless, walked out the salon, you saw her, you about to be like, hey girl.
Oh, I wouldn't say it like that. I wouldn't do all that. But I wouldn't even bat an eye.
You wouldn't bat an eye.
No.
If you saw an Asian person with dreads, wouldn't bat an eye.
Okay.
But if you see a black guy with a perm, what are you gonna say? If he has like a little bob, a straight bob.
I probably think he's gay.
Right, that's a whole different conversation. That's a
Yeah.
whole-
of course, we all know black women love gay men. They love a gay man.
Yeah, it is. I don't think you guys should be criticizing white women for like putting in box braids. I think it's just a hairstyle, and if they want to do it, you guys should let them because you guys get to put in their actual hair. Like you guys take the hair off their head, put it on your head. How is that? It doesn't make any sense.
Okay, have a good night, bro.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.
See, and this is common. You can't talk to them. You can't hold an actual conversation with them unless it involves some kind of arguing or violence. But it's going to have to be about bullshit. Something that happened on cable TV or whatever. What athlete is doing what stripper is doing what criminal is doing what, who getting out of prison. baby mama this, baby that. That's all they care about. So as you can see, this guy's literally just asking legitimate questions. You have the answers to the questions, and instead of you trying to, hold a conversation with him, what do? Oh, I'm about to go. That's why you can't do nothing with them, man. Yeah.
All right, in a few hours I will. Some question really quick. Is your hair hard to manage? It looks very nice.
Pretty easy. Pretty easy, man.
It's pretty easy to manage. Okay. So the reason why I do ask that is because a lot of black women say they.
Let me say this. Only black women complain about, well, they don't care about their hair. They hate their hair. And they're the only group of people that complain about how difficult it is to take care of their hair, yada, yada, yada. I'm bald now, but it wasn't difficult to do that. So, but whenever you ask a black guy that, they always say that, oh no, just take care of it. It's routine, right? So they not ashamed of who they are. They don't hate themselves. They don't hate their hair. I never hear that from a black dude who has a lot of hair. It's always the females. It's like, oh, it's hard to take care of the hair. Gotta do this, gotta do that. But whenever you ask a black guy, or whenever you see a black guy, you see him running around here with wigs, blonde wigs, toupees. No. So that's why, again, can't do nothing with them, man. It's in one ear, out the other.
Wear wigs and stuff like that because their hair is hard to manage, but you're a black guy and you have, natural hair. So your hair is not hard to manage at all?
Not really. If you keep it moisturized and you know like what type of oil specific for your hair, then that's what it's really about.
And how long have you been growing your hair out for?
Like 13 years. It's
So-
like this long. Like
Oh, wow.
I'm not saying they don't exist, but find you a black woman who been keeping up with her hair since she was a little girl. So when they're a little girl, their mama already destroying their hair, fried, dyed, and putting it to the side. So them kids, mostly they come from Section 8, the lower income. You know, they dad ain't around, so their mom is taking care of them, whatever. So she's gonna spew that poison into her little daughter every single time. So find you a black chick who been keeping up with her hair since she was a little kid. The odds you find that in America is pretty much zero. Now you have some who stop using wigs and all stuff like that, but find you a girl who's been keeping up with her hair since she was a little kid. Find you a black woman who still have her hair when she was a little kid. So I know they go through transactions. One day they wanted short hair or whatever like that, but find your black female who's been keeping up with her hair since she was a little kid. You won't, because their mama automatically poison them right out the gate. So that perm be waiting on them. Soon they come out their mama, she got a bottle of perm right there waiting on her. So that's why it's so important. These kids need to be raised in a 2-parent household. So with a structural 2-parent household, not when your daddy is a simp or he ain't got no say so in the house. A traditional 2-parent household. So
Okay. So you never once thought about putting on a wig because it's easier to maintain than your natural hair?
nah.
When I asked this guy, was his hair hard to manage? He said no without even thinking about it. And the reason why is because for the last 13, 14 years, he's been taking care of his hair. So he's been learning what his hair needs and what his hair does not need. But a lot of black women say that their hair is hard to manage because you guys are constantly managing white women's hair. You're constantly managing Asian women's hair. How about you take off the wigs, take off the weaves, and manage your own hair, and it won't be as difficult as you guys keep saying.
Excuse me, what's the most beautiful thing about a black woman?
I don't know, her hair.
Her hair.
Her natural hair, I really like it.
So how come a lot of black women wear
then all of them was, she got a weave in her hair. I ain't tripping on that, but you see these two right here on the right, what they got? Wigs. The one in the back behind light skin chick got a wig.
other women's hair
I
if
think
it's their
that one
hair?
got a wig on
I
too.
don't know. We can do a lot with our hair, so I don't think it matters.
So, but you said that's the most beautiful thing about a black woman, their
Yeah,
hair.
How versatile it is.
So, but why do they cover it with white women's hair?
I
think
Is
she's
it?
referring to how like versatile Black women's hair is and how many options you have when it comes to styling. Like you can see, we all have different styles
That's
here,
true.
but we all
That's
still
true.
look really beautiful.
That's
and
true.
I don't think it really matters like if we're using other women's hair. I think it just speaks to the beauty and versatility of our own hair that we can do that.
So don't white women have the same versatility that Black women have?
They do not.
What do you mean they don't?
They don't.
What do you mean they don't?
Sorry, they don't.
So can't they do afros and twists and braids and they can do a they can do a wig, like an afro wig, right?
They could. Who's stopping them?
Well, yeah, they could.
Do what you please.
So they have the same versatility that you guys do, right?
I think
I wouldn't
to an
say all
extent.
You said what? What'd you
I
say?
don't think I would say all that. They can do whatever they want with their hair. I mean, what happens? I mean, do whatever you. It's your head.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
So how would you feel if you saw a white woman with the afro
I'd
wig?
probably stare. Not gonna hold.
You would stare. What about you?
That's their prerogative.
You don't care?
They could do that.
Yeah, they can do their thing.
Yeah, man, you can pull that up right now because in the 70s, everybody had an afro, so that was common. So if you were to see a white woman, of course, she wouldn't have to get she wouldn't have to get a wig. She just had to just style it up into an afro because yeah, back in the 70s, oh yeah, that was getting down. On top of the hairstyle and the clothes, they was really boogieing. That was getting down for real. So I think the best dances was in the 70s because they was getting down. But yeah, again, white women been wearing afros back in the 70s. They ain't nothing new.
A little confused, but they got it.
I'm
You
saying
said what did you say?
I'm a little confused.
You look confused. Why?
Like, that's your choice style, okay? Like,
So isn't that the equivalent to a Black woman putting on a straight hair wig, right?
no, it's not.
How is it not the equivalent?
Of a straight hair wig?
Yeah.
Maybe they just want to straighten their hair. Maybe they just want to.
Yeah, we can naturally straighten our hair.
Yeah.
But white women can perm their hair and make an afro out of it. So that would be like the equivalent. You feel me?
natural though. That's chemicals. It's not the same as using heat.
Yeah. You're
But
chemically changing your hair.
It's still both damaging. Am I right?
Not
Wait, what's
necessarily.
It's funny that she brought up chemically changing your hair when that's what they did. So if you listen long enough, they always tell themselves.
No,
Perms don't have to be damaging.
Yeah, right.
What
No,
are you
what's
trying
the
to-
motivation behind
What are you
the
trying to like
question?
get at?
I'm just trying to see why a lot of Black women don't wear their natural hair today because that's the most beautiful thing that I believe.
I think, okay, this is what I think.
Mm-hmm.
Natural hair is very hard to deal with and very hard to manage when you're at like school, like college, whatever. You're not at home. It takes a lot of time. And the styles we have, these are like protective styles. So they take care of our hair. You can have them in for like very low maintenance, that kind of thing. I think that's why Black women don't embrace their hair. Not embrace, but like don't have it out naturally all the time. It's just hard to like.
They never have it all. They never have it out. It's like if it's to the point now, at least in America, if you see a Black woman with her little afro puffs or afro or her actual hair, people literally stop and stare. Like even with me, I'm like, oh man, especially if she got an afro, so that's like probably a centimeter away from impossible. You won't see that. So that's how serious it is. So you see a Black woman wearing her natural hair, that shit turn heads.
Manage all the time. And if I'm being honest, I don't think that's like, it's been taught and perpetuated that like kinky natural hair isn't the beauty standard. So I feel like it's been taught to like have something else or cover your hair up.
But that's self-hate. That comes from their mamas. That's all it is. Because they want to be white. I tell you all the time, the average Black chick want to be a white woman. That just comes from self-hate. That's all it is to it. So you got to understand, these kids are dealing with a lot before they can even talk or walk. It's from their mama. You don't see no Black dude walking around telling their daughter she ugly. You need to straighten your hair, wear a blonde wig, look like a white woman, act like a white woman, marry a white man. Ain't no Black dude walking around here saying that to his daughter. It's their mama.
But it's not done per se.
Why do you think Black men, like who have long hair, why do you think they don't have to put on wigs and like weaves and stuff like that?
Because I don't think
Thank you for watching the video. If you would like to watch the full video, you can go to the first link in the description and subscribe at patreon.com. Not only will you get access to the rest of this video, but you'll also get access to over 100 heated debates Any of my most viral clips that you've ever seen are going to be there. Not only are you getting access to exclusive content, but also you're helping me.
All right, that's it. He has plenty of videos. I'll leave his information down below. But this is a great video. Of course, yeah, one or two of them that was just, whatever. But it was a good video. He has plenty more like this. But at the end of the day, he's just exposing the truth, man. He's exposing these women to their insecurities, and he getting it from the horse's mouth. So of course they all gonna say the same thing. Protective hairstyle, nah. If that was true, that the brother that he interviewed right before he got to them, why he wasn't wearing the protective hairstyle? You never hear that from the black guys. It's only from the black females. And then with that being said, why are you wearing blonde wigs? Why are you wearing Chinese hair? It's never your hair. Like he said, okay, well, it's a protective hairstyle. Then wear something that represents who you are. When the Afro wigs, they got that, but they'll never tell the truth. So anyway, if you guys watched the video, we enjoyed it. Leave your thoughts, concerns down below. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and no matter what else, take your peace, your pockets, and your purpose.